Hey, remember the shivvery? For those of you belonging to a much younger generation who don't have a clue what I'm referring to, it's sort of like a redneck housewarming party. Stay tuned. Find out how that little experience could solve all the world's problems right now. I wrote a story back in 2006. Whoa, that's just this side of the 1900s. When I was writing and illustrating a regular column called Over the Edge for that fine Canadian cowboy country magazine. Hey, check them out. They're still going strong. And at the time of the writing, we had just bought a small acreage off the home place where my wife Charmin had been born and raised. And we're now in our 6th generation on this century farm. Man, it's good to see the place still rocking with the same family after over 100 years. Now, to set the scene, we were just settling into a well-aged mobile home, which to us was a palace. Hey, it was ours, bought and paid for. Winter had settled in with a vengeance, but inside it was toasty. And we were together, our little family of 4, safe, warm, and together. An uncivil war. It happened. We were mercilessly attacked. On our own place, and in our very own home, and on the coldest night in recent history. There we were, our little family of 4, basking in the glow of the TV after a good hot supper. It was an educational program, and my oldest daughter Stephanie was taking notes. I had settled into the soft nether regions of an overstuffed leather chair and was fighting sleep on account of the warmth and a full stomach. When all of a sudden, and without warning, balls of green fire erupted just outside the living room window, followed by what appeared to be a major full-blown military conflict. The window somehow didn't shatter, but my thoughts sure did. I just knew that the wiring on our porch light had blew, and I hit the floor yelling, "Head for the door! Every man for himself!" The new house would go up in flames next, and then the natural gas would just blow the place apart like they do on the movies, and then you'd have to search for various limbs in neighboring counties. The fire never started. I stood up and squinted against the pane's reflection, and I saw hoodlums scurrying for cover. Roman candles erupted from various hastily positioned launching pads, lighting the sky like a war zone. A military coup was taking place, and I wasn't even the president. I heard the distinct boom of several shotguns and a .30-06 rifle's sharp report. But when the black powder added to the mayhem, a definite time warp ground my already shaky thoughts to a thundering halt. And in the midst of the battle, one of our cats flew past the window, claws extended, in ecstatic jollity of this newfound mode of forced transportation. The round shapes that were the semi-retired draft horses of our neighbor Bucksnort were humped up in their applaudable attempt at bucking on their way south for the winter. I think one had a heart attack. We still haven't found our second barn cat. The back door exploded open and the barrage spilled into the house like a burst dam. Rapid burst from a Tommy gun. Ah! I hit the floor again, grabbing a kid or two, but it was just a tin cup on a soup pot. The rest of the army flew through the door, letting in the record-shattering subarctic -50-degree air and copious amounts of snow, which would only take a couple days to melt. And at this particular juncture, from my vantage point just below the living room carpet, my wife waxed eloquent. "This is what they call a shivvery," she stated matter-of-factly. And the party was on. Somehow, We fit 30 plus adults and children into that living room and the kitchen of our new mobile home. Now, they call it a mobile home because when there's that many folks that show up all at once, the walls bulge and the building moves south a few inches. We had cousins, in-laws, and outlaws, and even our pastor from the little church down at the bottom of the hill. Friends we hadn't seen in months, and even a new couple, new to the area, needed to check out just where all the local hot spots for entertainment was. And yes, gentle reader, the editor of the Canadian Cowboy Country magazine, she was in on the plot. I thought we could trust neighbors. And the best part was they came bearing gifts and food. And as the party wound down sometime after midnight, all we could do was sit back and smile. It sort of left a feller feeling that things was all right in the world. What with being surrounded by folks who actually seem to like you and ain't afraid to show it in really weird ways. I reckon we'd have a much better world if everyone threw more of these things. Like they always say, hang on to your horses. Well, that's pretty much exactly how it happened. You know, and it got me thinking about what's going on around us right now with this crazy flu mess. It's kind of the exact opposite, ain't it? It's hit me real hard that what we're experiencing now is an actual total polarization of relationships. A separation of the herd. We all got our opinions on what's fact and what ain't. And I've never seen such a division like this before. It's not just between acquaintances either. It's right in the middle of families, like an invading thief. Hey, did you know that it's actually possible to hold a differing opinion, but still remain a close friend? That family of ours that raided our little home 16 years ago had all different opinions on many major issues at the time. Still do. Politics to faith, liberal to conservative, with a healthy dose of other incompatible issues. But you know, you should see us all get together at Christmas times, or Thanksgiving. That's the Thanksgiving goose. You'd never tell that we hold opposing sides on anything. So that got me to thinking. If we would allow each other to hold their particular sides on the issue at hand, but still value them as people, and as the friends and family that they are, can you imagine how strong we could remain in the face of adversity? Man, we're stronger together than we are all separated into tiny camps. So let's protect that. Let's protect our family units and our friendships. Let's protect our communities and our country. Just because I don't agree with someone don't make them an idiot. We can agree to disagree. That's what life is full of anyways. And that's what makes each one of us uniquely indispensable. I wrote a song recently celebrating my best friend who I've been married to for 31 years this month. You know what? After all these years, she and I still hold widely different opinions on many things. But we've decided not to let that push us apart. We are learning instead to celebrate those differences and let that actually bring us together, knowing that her strengths complement my weaknesses and vice versa. Let's roll the tape.
I got plenty of wood stacked high and dry, enough to make that old stove roar. Way more flies than I'd ever want, a buzzing around my cabin door. I got a front porch view that just won't quit, a quiet place to sit at night. My kids still call me daddy, and everything's alright. I got all the covers that I need on my side of the bed. I always got a guitar within reach and a tune playing in my head. Oh, it seems like I have all I need. Ain't nothing that I lack, except for just one itty bitty thing that throws my heart off track. Oh, I can't get enough, I can't get enough of you. I really couldn't make it on my own, honey, even if I tried. You got everything I need to keep me satisfied. And I can't get enough, I can't get enough of you. You stuck with me when all else failed, and that's the very reason that I say that I can't get enough of you. I really couldn't make it on my own, honey, even if I tried. You got everything I need to keep me satisfied. Can't get enough, I just can't get enough.
So there you have it, folks. You know, if we brought back the shivvery, we could solve all the problems of the world. Hey, let's protect the family. Let's celebrate the family. Let's let each other hold our opinions, but don't let them differences actually tear us apart. That's what keeps us strong. We're a lot smarter than that, folks, and our people are worth it. Thanks for watching, folks. Don't forget to subscribe. This little button down here, somewhere right in here, will make sure you never miss an episode. Stay together, keep strong, and we'll see you next time on Cabin Fever.